Greetings. In the words of St. Jude, may mercy, peace and love be yours in abundance. My name is Peter Quigley and I'm married to Beryl. I'm now retired, having spent 20 years in Christian ministry and 30 years in charity management here in Northern Ireland. I'm indebted to my friend Father Martin for inviting me to share this thought for the day with you, the parishioners of St. John's, and all those who join in. What a wealth of contributions have been shared over the past few weeks on St. John's Facebook page during this coronavirus pandemic. Those who know me well understand my love of walking. It's been great to have early morning walks during COVID-19, as social distancing at 6 o'clock in the morning is no problem. I developed my love for walking and the countryside from my childhood in Baviva, a rural townland in the north part of Ulster, near to Dungiven and Limavady, overlooking the beautiful winding River Row. My very first job in 1961 was as a message boy delivering groceries in Limavady. Back in those days, the shops in Limavady closed at 1 o'clock on Thursdays, early closing day. There was no bus service in the afternoons, so the only option to get from Limavady to Baviva was to walk the 8 miles home. I loved the landscape and the changing patterns of the countryside. Some time ago I was walking on one of my favourite routes in East Belfast, the Glenmachan Road. It is a fascinating road because it runs from the Belmont Road through to the old Hollywood Road, defining the city from the countryside. It's really a country road, almost 3/4 of a mile in length, and so one can walk that road early morning and only encounter a few passing vehicles. Along the city side of the road there are gardens with 6-foot-high fences. However, on this occasion we had a special visitor, Storm Alley, so a number of fence panels had blown down. I stopped in amazement and looked, and there was Belfast City shining brightly in the early morning sun, spread out before me like the New Jerusalem. It was a totally unexpected and an awesome sight. In fact, it was an amazing moment. For several days I stopped on the walk to pick out the key landmarks on the city landscape. Eventually the fence was repaired. However, that experience got me thinking about all the great things that I have missed when I have had barriers erected. My bigotry, my prejudice, my inability to value the other, to love my neighbour as myself, these things can all too easily rob me of rich experiences. It has been such a blessing to my spirit when others have reached out and connected with me. Today, as I share this thought with you, I want to honour the memory of the late Terry Donaghy. Terry was a parishioner of the Holy Family Parish in Newington. I first met Terry at a prayer breakfast, and as a result of that meeting, we had a cross-community prayer group for many years. It was such an enriching experience for us all. I believe that when barriers come down, the blessings of heaven fall on us, bringing hope and healing to our broken communities. I think we've all been so encouraged and enriched by the fantastic community response to help each other during the current crisis. Jesus came to break down the walls that divide us. The Jesus of the Gospels was all about reconciliation. He came not only to reconcile humanity to God, but also to reconcile us to each other. And so today I give thanks for Father Martin, the parishioners of St. John's, and for all in our communities who are working together to bring help, comfort and hope. As we approach Pentecost Sunday, my prayer is that God will, in his abundant grace and mercy, refresh and renew us all by his Holy Spirit. Take care and be blessed.